Hello and what's up? Here's Grease bringing you my very first YouTube live video on a game that I truly love, Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord. In today's video, I will be walking you through a quick character creation as well as some early game tips and tactics to get your clan started on the right path. The character I will be creating today is one I dub my Kingslayer build, and although he's not your typical hack and slash character, he is someone I will look to use as a leader and future conqueror of Calradia. The first choice you will have to make for your character is deciding his or her culture. Of the 6 cultures, each comes with a unique passive character buff. Although some appear more useful than others, each culture will provide a benefit, albeit some in very specific situations. For today's build, I'm going to use the Khuzaits because, in my opinion, the Khuzaits culture provides the best value because of the amount of time spent traversing the campaign map. I think any additional boost to your army's movement speed on the campaign map is crucial at any point in your playthrough. It could get you out of a dangerous scenario, or it could allow you to catch a pesky group of bandits or a smaller clan who wants to raid your villages. If I was to give an honorable mention, it would have to go to the Assyria culture. Their discounted caravans are a great asset when you're ready to establish them, and their lesser trade penalty will allow savvy traders to grow a significant wealth very early on.
Give way! Release arrows! Arm shields!
After customizing your character, you'll need to decide your character's background narrative or background story. Begin with the end in mind here. I like to use this creation phase to focus on 2 or 3 areas that will flesh out the type of character I'm looking to play with. In today's build, I'm looking for a leader, which puts a heavy emphasis on the social traits. As well, I'm looking for a horse archer whose combat effectiveness will be largely dictated by his control and endurance attributes. I'm going to resist putting focus points into areas that I will use regularly, opting only to boost bow and riding stats at this early creation phase. For family, it's an obvious choice. Considering the character I'm trying to build, I want my parents to be merchants. It'll provide me the attribute point to social, as well as focus points in the areas of charm and trade. For early childhood, I'm going to choose Way with People for the social attribute point again, and for the focus points to charm, but more importantly, the focus point to leadership. When choosing my adolescence, I'm going to pick caring for horses. This will flesh out the Khuzaits part of my character, which is going to be a horsebound archer. Additionally, it will give me a point in Steward, which will make me a more effective quartermaster. When picking your youth, take care and take notice at how your decision will dictate your character's starting inventory. I like to ensure my characters start with the equipment I want to use from day 1. In this build, Rode with Scouts is the only selection that will give me a bow to start. In my young adulthood, I'm going to go with Treated People Well, to again boost my social attribute, but also to provide an additional focus point to Steward. For my story background, I'm going to pick Drove Them Off with Arrows, largely for the attribute point to control, but I'd like getting the focus point in tactics as well. A strong tactics skill will provide more favorable outcomes to simulated battles. I'm going to name this character Ulrich after a pop culture reference that I fancy. In terms of difficulty, I want to crank these up from their base values to provide a more challenging user experience. Alright, character created, skip the tutorial. Right off the bat, day one, I'm going to go and speak with Pharaon to explore the first quest line. Tell me about the folly, Pharaon. Great. Really, really great stuff. I'm going to use this opportunity to get a quick victory under my belt. Now, as I head to Poros, I'm going to stop and bring up the encyclopedia. What I'm looking for here is to see which companions have spawned in this iteration of my game. I'm looking to identify worthy companions that I will potentially bring into my army or clan. A few areas I focus on immediately are medic and scout, but I keep a good eye out for smiths, engineers, as well as a potential rogue. Looking over this current crop, I see a spice vendor, and although it's not someone I'll look to use as a regular travel companion, they will make a good governor later down the road. Additionally, I'm looking for a potential caravan master. For me, they need to have good leadership skills, good tactics, and also good scouting. I find that those three traits pair very well with a successful caravan master. Here's another easy opportunity for me to just gain some combat experience without the fear of being captured. Ah, there's a tournament. Awesome. Tournaments are a great way to make some early game money by placing bets on yourself. But truly, I like the tournaments for the Tier 4 and Tier 5 loot items, which are granted to the champion. These items will usually mean an equipment upgrade for you or one of your companions without having to pay for it. And we all love something that's free. It will take one in-game day to populate the location of the companions you have starred. I'm going to spend the next 5 to 10 minutes traveling to those locations and gathering the first few companions to strengthen my ranks. Alright guys, now it's your time to leave some comments for me. Let me know your opinions. Do you think I got it right? Maybe you think I muffed it. What can I do better? Let me know. Grease out.